Hello, thanks for joining me. This is James from Course Creation Studio. This is the show where we empower mission driven helpers to launch life changing online courses. We are in season 3 here of the Scaling Therapy Practice. We're going to go through at least 50 questions about online course creation. Today, the question is, what do you call it? What do you name your online course? And I have a resource that I'd be willing to send to you called Your Title Goes Here: How to Create the Perfect Title for Your Course Content. Just email me, james@coursecreationstudio.com, and ask for, put in the subject line, Your Title Goes Here handout, and I will send that to you. So what do you call your course? Because it's one of the first things that people see. In fact, it might be the only thing that people see. And it's important to get the right information to the right audience so that they would pick up your course. Imagine that your course is on a bookshelf with other courses, and all that people see is the title. What are the titles about your topic that might influence people to pick them up? Let's say you go to the parenting bookshelf or all these parenting books and you see Parenting 101, or parenting parenting skills for new parents. All right, those are good basic titles. But what if you saw a book on parenting that said Adventures in Parenting: How to Get the Most of the 50 Weekends You Have Left with Your Teenager? Or a book on parenting might be, what's a famous one? Getting Your Kid to Mind Without Losing Yours, or something like that. I don't even know if that's a good book, but it just stuck with me. Or Boundaries for Kids. So there's often a title that sticks out to you and it makes you want to pick it up and say, oh, you know, I can parent my kids without losing my own mind, or I can set boundaries with my kid, or oh yeah, there is, I do need to get the most out of my parenting with the time that I have left. So you open it up and then you look at the chapters, and the chapters tell people what your course is about. And so it's in your best interest to make your title and your chapters the best that they can be, the most exciting that they can be, and to communicate the most benefit that they can. So that's why that's why creating good titles is important for course creators. We're going to go over a few basic tips, and then I will give you some formulas for running your content through that could possibly help you make great online course titles. The first place to start for most people is Google. Do a search on your topic and look for popular keywords. You might not stop with Google. You could try YouTube and look up your topic and see what popular YouTube creators have and what comes to the top and what gets the most hits and views and likes and interests. Then there's also amazonbooks.com or Amazon Books, where you can look at the content that of books that are already selling, that already have a lot of reviews, that you can search for those keywords. And then one of my new favorite ones is Answer the Public. I believe it's answerthepublic.com. It's just it's a visual representation of Google keyword searches, and you get 3 free searches a day on Answer the Public. But go check those out and see what are some of the popular keywords for your topic. The next thing to do is consider your audience. What do they call it? What are their languages? What is the message that they send about their audience? What are the questions they ask about it without jargon? I think for the technical people, jargon is often something that we use and we don't even think about it. I know in the medical field and the mental health field, there are so many acronyms, you could choke on them, but people don't talk that way. They don't understand that way. I'm rewatching a show, The Good Doctor. Just discovered it. And Sean is an autistic doctor and he's like very smart. and he often goes into the well, I'm only in season 1 or season 2, and he goes into the room, and when he's talking to the patient, he often has to be reminded, patients don't talk this way. You have to rephrase what you're saying in a way that the patient understands. It's the same way for your course. You have to consider your audience and what are the words that they understand. One of the big takeaways and key principles from naming your course is grab their attention with key benefits. I got this from Graham Cochran's. He creates courses and he uses Kajabi, and one of his big lessons on this is people want to know what's in it for them. So highlight the benefit of your course in the topic. Tell them exactly what they will learn. What is the promise of your course? What is one of the things that you're going to deliver in your course when you name it? Just put it right in the. You could do a course for teenagers, parenting teenagers. It sounds like a boring course, but peace in the house is something that a lot of people might understand, or communicating, how to have a conversation with your teenager, how to build a respectful relationship with your teenager. One of the books I recently read was, well, it's been 2 years now, I think. What was it called? How to it was Parenting Adult Children, How to Keep Your Mouth Shut and the Welcome Mat Out, something like that. It was basically once they are over a certain age, 18, and they're considered adults, the more advice you give, if I could boil the book down, the more advice you give, the more you're seen as interfering the older they get and the less trustworthy they are of you. So, how do you bite your tongue and let them make some of their own mistakes while still welcoming them into the home and being there for them without chasing them away with all your good advice and nagging? And being the parent of a almost 20-year-old now, that was a very helpful book because I was certainly on the advice giving side of that, and now I am trying to be on the supportive side. So a title like that explains some of the key benefits. The next is short and memorable. Try to keep it short and catchy. And along with short and catchy is clarity. Clarity trumps cute. So if you have a cute name or a cute spelling or a cute way to say something that needs extra explanation, the brain's going to tune it out. So the thing that the course creator has to do is create something that is short and memorable, kind of catchy, but also doesn't go too far to the cute side where people who don't understand what it is wouldn't be able to understand it. Unless you're a big brand, which I don't think any of us are, but a big brand, Starbucks, I don't know what a Starbuck is. I don't know where it started. I do know it means coffee right now. And that is a brand that transcends the cute trumps or clarity trumps cute rule because they've grown beyond the having to understand what it is with their presence. Where most of us aren't like that. Most of us can't deal with the confusion factor of somebody saying, I don't know what this is. I'm just going to go keep searching because there's so much volume of information out there. So short and memorable, but clarity trumps cuteness. Make sure that your title communicates your promise that you are delivering something valuable and that it is something that they want to go to. As I said, imagine you're going to a bookstore, you're looking for a solution. What title makes you pick up the book? What chapter titles make you buy it? It's like a two-stage process. Here's a checklist for you if you're going through your naming convention. 1, it's specific to the level of students, skill, and field. 2, it explains the benefits or the learning objective. 3, it's easy to read and remember. 4, it's grammatically correct. 5, it sets the right expectations. 6, it's 60 characters or less. And 7, your title would make people pick it up in a bookstore. And I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, eight naming conventions in this handout. The first, I'm going to give you 2. The first one's the rule of 3. Since people are easily drawn to things that come in threes, you can make sure that your title is catchy by giving them 3 key points as well as 3 easy things to remember. The formula is ABC. And some examples of this might be smarter, faster, better, eat, pray, love, the good, the bad, and the ugly. What are 3 benefits that your course could be? So it's like the rule of 3. The next naming formula or convention is contrasting topics. If it makes sense for your online course, having 2 strongly connected or seemingly contradicting arguments can make a compelling product. For example, A and B, pride and prejudice. The formula is A and B, pride and prejudice. The birds and the bees, less work, more productivity. So you could present some sort of contrasting topic. I'll do one more here. The bottom line, using interesting adjectives, extract the essence of your course or chapter topic, the A of B. So that's the formula. The formula is the A of B. So this could be the pursuit of happiness, or the psychology of success, or the secrets of a great podcast. So you're just giving them the bottom line. These naming conventions came from the website Learn Worlds and Content Sparks. If you wanted to check them out, that's where that came from. And also the bookstore metaphor came from Graham Cochran and his website and YouTube channel. Check that out as well. So if you wanted to get this free resource, just email me James at coursecreationstudio.com and put in the subject line, send me your title goes here presentation, and I will send that out to you. As always, more resources on coursecreationstudio.com, and there's just lots of resources for you to get started creating a online course. Make sure you download the Course Navigator. If you have no idea where to start, that can help you get started, just outlining your course and who you want to take with you and where you want to go, from their storm to the oasis, from their storm to their safe harbor. This is James from Course Creation Studio. We'll see you next time. Thanks for listening to the Scaling Therapy Practice. This podcast is for information and entertainment purposes only. It's not intended to serve as personal professional advice. Everybody's situation is different, so take that in mind when following any of this advice. But thank you so much for tuning in to the episode. The Scaling Therapy Practice is a proud part of the SciCraft Network.